So you can't deny the reveals we got yesterday for FNaF Security Breach was absolutely amazing. But why the heck is this girl called Vanessa? We're not doing this again, Scott, we're not! So yeah, ever since yesterday's reveal, there's been two debates going on. One, these two characters are one and the same, and two, they are two different complete characters. Now, I've gathered a lot of kind of theories and thoughts to do with this, my own thoughts and some of your guys' thoughts, because I asked you guys on Twitter and the YouTube community what you all thought about this. So I bundled this all up on a very professional notepad document. So I'm going to read up points to do with both of these theories, and you guys can simply let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, or if you have something entirely different that I haven't addressed here. So the first lot of points we are going to address is to do with the theory that Vanny and Vanessa is the same person. Okay, so the first point to this theory that Vanny and Vanessa are the same person is that in Help Wanted, Vanny says to Glitchtrap that
no one suspects anything.
This could possibly mean that no one suspects anything because she has planted herself into Fazbear Entertainment by being like a security guard, by kind of working her way up the ranks, and yeah, she's been doing that to gain the company's trust. And then without them knowing, she goes all incognito, goes all genocidal White Rabbit, and then decides to go out of her way to eliminate her victims. Point number two to this theory of them two being the same person, she has a split personality. She has some kind of mental illness to do with that kind of thing. One moment, you know, she's trying to protect, like the teaser says, she's trying to go out of her way, do good, you know, follow the orders of Fazbear Entertainment and protect the company as the security guard. But then, like, snap, one moment when Glitchtrap decides for her to change, she changes possibly into this White Rabbit genocidal killer and then goes out of her way again to get her victims. Very possible. That seems like that could be a thing, especially with what happened to her and the whole Glitchtrap process of him like practically taking over her of sorts. I'm not entirely sure how it 100% worked with that, but that could really mess up your head. I would not deny the fact that could really mess up your head. So following that theory, it could be something like Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know, remember Jim Carrey's mask? He doesn't know what happens when he puts that mask on, for example. It could be very much like that. Point number three. Vanessa is Vanny before being manipulated by Glitchtrap. So possibly this could be a timeline of events we're playing in Security Breach. I don't know if that's how it's gonna work. I don't want to inject too much in my opinion here. I personally don't know if I could see it like that. But regardless, we're going to continue on with this. So this could be like a timeline sort of events. When we're playing as the security girl, this is before she did the whole Glitchtrap kind of transfer deal. And then when we're playing as Vanny, that's the time of events when she becomes the White Rabbit genocidal killer. Point number four. This is kind of interesting here. She is basically following what the purple guy did before her, what Glitchtrap did before her when he was William Afton, when he was alive. She's acting like a person of authority, a security girl to, you know, further implant herself again into the Fazbear Corporation, the company, and to gain the trust of the little ones. And then when they ain't looking, and when no one else is around, I'm gonna say it again, she goes all White Rabbit genocidal murderer. So Vanny could be very well recreating the Purple Legend strategy. She could be. Point number five. This is kind of an interesting one. It sounds real wacky, but I suppose there's some evidence to back it up. Maybe. Vanny, the White Rabbit, genocidal murderer, by the way, is a robot. And Vanessa is remotely kind of controlling her. And Vanessa is obviously making out like she isn't controlling her and she has no idea what's going on, and it's kind of playing the cop and robber situation and is pretending to catch her. But yeah, secretly in her little lair, in her safe room, yeah, she's controlling that thing to go about and do her deeds and whatnot. So yeah, again, the further evidence here is the fact that if you guys remember the FNaF Security Breach trailer, I know it feels like eons ago now, like where the heck is the rest of our gameplay still? Well, give us some more gameplay, dang, or something. When she starts talking, her voice glitches out, it sounds kind of robotic and it's really stuttery, and when you see her jump scare, what's going on with her eyes? Yeah, they're glowing. I don't think no normal DIY homemade rabbit suit would have eyes glowing. Also, in the trailer, she seems to be talking about glitches and just stuff of that sort. So, yeah, kind of robotic, kind of animatronic-ish. But yeah, our last point to do with the whole Vanny and Vanessa is the same person theory is the fact that in FNaF AR, in the emails, there's someone named Ness. And what is the typical shortened version of Vanessa? Do I really have to say it? Yeah, it's Ness Vanessa. It's Vanessa Ness. Ness is the shortened version of Vanessa, so that seems to line up pretty perfectly. But the thing is, that kind of falls apart rather quickly when, and now we're going on to Vanny and Vanessa are separate people points, the fact that in those emails, this person called Ness apparently has rainbow streaked hair. Now, with the official merch we've had up until this point, where we see the security girl, does she have rainbow streaked hair? It doesn't look like it. The poster, it's all gold and blonde and flowing, and in the recent statue reveal, it's all blonde and gold and flowing. So picking apart the FNaF AR emails even more. I'm sorry for bullying you, FNaF AR emails, but you give out such amazing lore here to do with these theories. Yeah, she's into all things IT and all things computers, and I think she actually works among the IT department at Fazbear Entertainment. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but that's what it seems like from the email. So if she is, and she is only interested in the computers and whatnot, most likely because at that point she's been possessed by glitch taps, she's like even more interested so she can learn about hacking and all that stuff. Why would she have another job? Especially being a security guard, like complete opposite things. What's a security guard got to do with computers? And what's computers got to do with a security guard? So our second major point here to do with Vanny and Vanessa being separate people is something I actually said in our video just yesterday about all this, and that's the fact that identity theft could be had here. Easily enough, Vanny, the white genocidal rabbit, could have just stolen all the details of the security guard Vanessa, so she is once again more easily implanting herself into Fazbear Entertainment, being able to go more incognito into Fazbear Entertainment and the company and be able to do all her genocidal things that she wants to do. And even if she gets caught, it's fine, because she's going to be framing the night guard. Like, the night guard's going to be getting all the brunt of whatever Vanny ends up doing. You know, Vanny's gonna be getting away scot-free because everyone's gonna think the night guard did all the stuff Vanny did because Vanny's got the name of the night guard, you see? It's a great plan! So point 3, and kind of going back to the whole official merchandise up until this point, up until this video, every time we've seen the security girl and Vanny together, they are not together, by the way. They are always like apart. So for example, the official poster that we got not too long ago, we got the security girl up front and center. You know, that's normally a typical thing, showing off our hero on the front. She's the bigger picture here. She's fully posed here, and you even get a sense of her desperation. She's got the flashlight. It looks like she's running. She's in a hurry. She's in a rush. She has most possibly a time crunch right now because bad things are going down. She's the security girl here. She's the authority, and she needs to find out fast what the heck's being had. And then all the way at the back, the very back, they're not even close. They are not even close. They are social distancing. They're doing that very well. We have Vanny right at the back. Right at the back. And what is she doing? The complete opposite yet again. She's smiling. She's just there in the darkness, waiting patiently. She doesn't have a time crunch. She doesn't need to be in a hurry. She's taking her sweet time here, messing up everything in this mega pizzaplex. And then going back to the statue. What's going on? They're two separate people by the looks of things. And according to this statue, they're two separate people in the same place. Although it's just that Vanessa, the night guard, is behind the plant pot to most likely MGS it up so she can sneakily catch Vanny in the act. And then simply enough, I think a lot of people have just overlooked this really simple point to do with these two being two separate characters is the fact that on the box, what we're zooming into right now, what does it say? It says Vanny and Vanessa. If Vanny and Vanessa was one and the same, if Vanessa Vanny was the same person, surely the box would write it out as Vanny/Vanessa and not what we're seeing it here as Vanny and Vanessa. So yeah, because of the merchandise, it's very well depicted and very well gives evidence to the fact that obviously and maybe they are separate characters, but yeah, they could also have very similar names because they're related. I've seen that popping up so much in the span of just like 24 hours. They could maybe be sisters, twins even, just some kind of relatives, maybe just cousins, maybe more distant than that, but still, they are part of the same family or something, and that's why, yeah, their names are very similar. I don't know if I believe that one entirely there, but that could be the case. This is kind of a funny one, and I've seen this popped up as well. I've seen obviously all these points be brought up here and there, but this is kind of a funny one. It could be a merchandise error. Funko could have funked it up once again. I highly doubt this. I don't know. I don't really think that's possible. Of course it could be. They could have got the name wrong. The name could be a placeholder or something, and we're being like shot in a totally different direction than we needed to be shot in. I don't know. But Scott said he was working like more closely with Funko this time just so he can win us over, you know? He said that in his Reddit post. So how could they have got the name wrong? But our last point here to do with Vanessa and Vanny being separate is simply that they're two people of the same name. People in the world have the same name, right? There's millions of people with millions of the same names. That's just how it works. And FNaF is completely on board with that. Maybe a little more than they should be, because we have a million Jeremys, remember, and a million Michaels and Mikes and all that. So it's not new with FNaF that we have people with the same name or similar names. It is not new at all. So yeah. Guys, what side are you on? Are you on the side of these two being the same person, or are you on the side of these two not being the same person? If you guys want to know my opinion on this, I actually thoroughly believe Vanny and Vanessa are separate characters. Even though them being the same person has some very good points, I just think it'll be really weird to play as the security guard if we do play as her, but at the same time, know that she's gonna turn into this white rabbit genocidal killer. It just seems very, very strange. Now, although I just said I believe them to be two separate people, to be honest, I would rather have it that way. It's still very much possible that them being the same person could easily work out here. I'm just very curious too, if they are the same person, by the way, see how they handle them being the same person. It depends if it happens, how they do it. It really does, because I shouldn't say all too much yet, because again, we don't have the game after this video, and we still haven't had any more than that initial trailer we had from the PlayStation 5 showcase. So yeah, if it is true, it depends how they do it, I guess. I'll still give it a try, of course. I'll still give it a shot, but deep down, I still hope they are just separate characters, and they have their own objectives, and they're doing their own thing, and the Night Guard is pursuing Vanny and trying to stop her in her tracks, yada yada, herp derp. So yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on this? What's your theories? If I said something that wasn't brought up here, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments section down below. But again, I would love to know what side you guys are personally taking here. Debate it up in the comment section down below. But now I'm gonna go lie down, because my head is, I got a migraine just thinking that the possibility of these two characters being the same, but at the same time them not being the same. It's weird, guys. It's really weird.